The Fast Food Podcast.
It's the big topic at the moment. Can't move away from it.
What, bed bugs?
Drake's just dropped an album.
Okay.
It was anticipated. The album is called
For All the Dogs.
All the Dogs. And what do you think? What do you think of the album?
I wouldn't know.
You ain't listened to it? No. Young Jay.
I like it still.
What do you think?
I think the two best songs on there are 8 AM in Charlotte and First Person Shooter.
Which is what I played at the top of the show.
J. Cole spun him.
J. Cole, 100%.
You know what the worrying thing is about that? Because I know of that record, because that's the record that's been doing the rounds. My worry with that record is that's going to be Annie Up Remix Part 2.
Okay.
You know, as a DJ, when I play Annie Up, I play Buster's verse.
Yeah.
I play Remy Ma's verse. And then I go to the next record. Even though it's an MOP record and MOP actually do their verses after that. But with all due respect, people just want to hear that Busta Rhymes now, MOP now. Yeah. What you want?
But J. Cole's second, isn't he? He's second.
No, J. Cole's first.
He starts and then it kind of back and forth.
J. Cole starts it, then it hits to Drake, then it hits back to J. Cole.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna cut it from there.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You know.
I think that's all you need.
I think Drake said more on his first verse.
Yeah, I think that's all you need, really.
Didn't feel like enough though, compared to what Nat King Cole was saying over there.
He said a lot. He said a lot to people, you know.
Do you know what it is, right? Drake is not my go-to artist, or I don't anticipate a Drake album like I would anticipate a Hove album or a Nas album or one of the artists that I grew up with. And that's no slight on Drake himself, because I believe Drake is arguably the best artist out now, or has been for the past 10, 15 years.
He's one away from Michael Jackson.
Yeah, so that's no slight on him, but I don't anticipate his albums, but I definitely will check in because of who he is. Mm-hmm. I can't sit here and tell you that I can hold my hands up and go, oh, the album's amazing, I've listened to it twice. What I will say, from what I gathered from my listen, is the first 7 or 8 records of the album to start, dope. And then he does the Drake stuff when he dips out and he starts to singing. And it just brings down the energy of the album, where I was turning up, I was listening to the lyrics. I like rap, innit? I'm a rapidy rapper. I think old school guy.
That's a lot of the discourse that people were having on social media. It's like, oh, why is Drake doing this? But people forget Drake was a singer first.
I mean, this is what he does.
Like, what was the first song that Drake
best I ever had?
And what was he doing on that song?
He was rapping.
Baby, you my everything.
But he was rapping.
Sung the chorus as well. Yeah, I see both of you guys' arguments. I think,
rapped.
But it's like when you think about that verse, when you think about that song, yeah, Jay-Z has just proven the point I'm about to make. Yeah, what's the thing you sing? What's the thing you say most from that song? You sing the chorus.
Yeah, but everything.
But hook,
and it's the part that he was singing.
Yeah, but hook is a lot of rap records. A hook is what you go to. That doesn't.
Baby.
Yeah, we can't. That's not an argument.
All right.
My thing is Drake is a rapper. It's essentially he's a rapper.
Yeah.
But you over a period of time, you're always going to his formula has always been there's going to be singing.
Right. So I think what Little Jay is saying,
because Drake even himself said he's a singer.
That's fair.
Back to back freestyle. You're getting bodied by a singing nigga.
He's a rapper. Drake is essentially.
I think he's a singer that can rap.
I think
he's a rapper that can sing.
I think when he walks, he's got one foot rap world and there's another foot singer. He's not the greatest singer in the world. He's a melodic. He's like that melodic.
It's like melodic
Kanye
rap. Yeah.
Singer who can rap.
Yeah. But you wouldn't say Kanye West is a producer. You would say Kanye West is a rapper.
Producer turned rapper.
But Kanye was
I hear what you're saying.
Kanye was
now,
or you would call him an artist.
Where he is now, or just for him,
call him an artist. Yeah.
I think the problem with Drake is we knew who Aubrey was up until a certain point, but we're not finding out who Drake is at this point. We knew who Aubrey was. It's with every artist. They give you a certain amount of music. Their debut album is all based on life experiences.
Yeah.
And then they keep giving you some more life experiences, maybe 2-3 albums down.
No, but I think that's false. I think he has shown us who he is, because when you think about it, there was this period from, let's say, I'd say when he made Take Care.
Yeah.
I think he was showing he was a lover boy.
Right.
And that Take Care, and then Nothing Was the Same.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think you hit If You're Reading This, It's Too Late.
Yeah.
I think that's when he checks out of the lover boy scene, because you listen to most of the songs, yeah, and it's like he's talking his stuff now.
Yeah.
And then you get Views, which is a bit of him tapping back into that lover boy scene
Mm-hmm.
as well. And then 2017, he done I think 2017 was the Future one.
What Time to Be Alive?
What Time to Be Alive.
Yeah.
And then 2018, he hits us with Scorpion, and Scorpion is like, all right, cool.
Double
now,
album. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna really get at some people.
Yeah.
Now I'm really gonna talk my stuff. And then
I mean,
I just feel like Drake, I want to hear about, okay, I'm just going to say this next thing just to add context to where I'm going, the destination.
go for it.
Even though Pusha Thanos made you into gave you the Father of the Year award, right?
Yeah.
But like, Drake, like, what has fatherhood done to you?
Right.
How has that changed how you look at the world, Drake?
Right.
Like, the lady you had intercourse with, I'm going to try to be as respectful as possible, and you both created a child.
Yeah.
Shout out to young Adonis. Like, how is that
Who's
dynamic?
on the album?
Huh?
Who's on
Yes,
the album?
right. How is co-parenting, how are you doing the co-parenting thing
Yeah.
while being Drake?
Right.
but I think that's something we just need to wait for. I don't think we need to rush it. I think now that he's
We
on,
don't. You're right.
I think
but
now
at
that
the same time,
I think now that he's on this break, he can when he comes back after this break, however long it is, I think that's when he can really tell us about what Father Time
Right.
is.
Okay.
Because you gotta remember, all this time he's been releasing music and he's still been a dad. Has he really had a chance to talk about Father Time?
all right, I
You
respect that.
Yeah, you're giving him. You're caping.
But I'm gonna counter that, right?
By the way, is Drake one of your artists? Is he your guy?
I wouldn't say he's my go-to guy first. No,
Okay, fair enough.
But I'm gonna
he
counter
used
that
to be,
with
but not anymore.
Okay,
and I could only reference this back to the person I'm gonna talk to because this is the person that I've grew up
I
listening
don't.
to.
No. No, Dre.
What?
Drizzy, you know why? I knew somehow because of our affinity to the Donny
No,
that
I
we
don't
were
care.
gonna.
I don't care. I don't care.
He's bruv. We can't.
don't
We
care.
can't even.
Wait, quick question. Did Michael Jackson ever talk about Father Time?
No. We're not talking about Michael.
You can't put.
No,
him in-
I'm asking a question.
What's that got to do with it?
It's a question.
Possibly.
No,
But Michael. But here's
Did,
the thing.
did Jay-Z, has Jay-Z spoke about Father Time yet?
Yeah.
If we want to go there, hold on. Let
Wait, no, I'm asking a question.
Let's put the gloves on. All right.
Okay,
cool.
cool.
All right.
Kanye has, I know Kanye has, definitely.
Right. Jay-Z gave us the I'm a street hustler, drug dealing motherfucker album. He then gave us the, you know what, I've got my money up, now I'm drinking Cristal and I'm popping, I'm in the sea. You know, R.I.P. Biggie. He gave us that. Then he gave us the, you know what, it's time to cross over and hit them in their heads with his hard knock life. Can I get a money, cash hoes, and all them good thing there. Then he hit us with, he was giving us tracks like, I'm currently on trial for apparently stabbing someone. He gave us that, and he made it a bop in Guilty Until Proven Innocent. He made it a bop with the Robert guy who's doing his thing in jail.
Yeah, but shout out
But
to
like Hov's giving us the drug dealer hustle mother, the jiggy guy, the crossover guy, the corporate guy, the I'm the trendsetter, I'm gonna tell you what's hot and what's not guy. He's giving us the, you know what, yeah, I think I'm kind of falling in love with this thing still.
Like, and then one thing I've noticed, sorry,
Wow, hot.
but one thing that I've noticed, yeah, especially with the whole discourse about this Drake album, yeah, is like a lot of people that are talking about this Drake album and saying what he should be doing, what he shouldn't be doing, yeah. Drake's not catering his music to that people anymore.
All right.
That's fair.
All right. So
Because
fair.
let's be real, though. Let's be real, yeah. Is anyone under 26 you're gonna have a problem with what kind of music Drake is releasing right now?
No, but I don't
think
I don't
so.
need an album. Look, let me
Like obviously, you obviously as a consumer,
Yeah.
you want it to cater to you regardless. You want to hear certain things. You're expecting it because it's Drake.
You know what it is? It's because of who, okay, from my perspective, it's because of who Drake hanged around with and grew up with. Drake, despite what's going on, Drake was a massive fan of Joe Budden, and there's a 9+ minute clip on YouTube that proves he used to almost idolize this Donnie. He's come up through the ranks of the Lil Waynes, the J. Cole. Like, your ops on a hip-hop tip is J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar.
His ops... We can't call. I'm sorry, yeah, but you can't call Kendrick Lamar. You can't come and bring Kendrick Lamar to an argument. You're talking about Drake because Kendrick Lamar. If I'm honest, yeah, Kendrick Lamar to me, and this is to me only. I do not speak for the Fast Food Podcast. I speak for me, Young J, Young Money J,
Okay.
Big Money J.
Sticks. Oh,
Yeah.
He's doubling up. So quick, the money's coming in.
Kendrick Lamar hasn't produced anything of real substance since 2015.
Okay. I'm going to ignore what you just said. And I'm going
Now, J. Cole...
Hold on.
J. Cole, on the other hand...
Let
J. Cole, on the other hand, has produced music of substance. Yeah?
Okay.
I can go back and listen to KOD. I can listen to The Off Season.
Okay.
Yeah? I can listen to Forest Hill Drive. Yeah?
Okay, we're moving. We're digressing.
Okay.
We're talking about Drake's album. We're not talking about Kendrick Lamar. But what we're saying is, right, and this is what I'm getting from the conversation, is... a lot of us who have bought into Drake wanted to hear a more grown Drake album. We wanted to hear more of a mature, introspective, because I feel like Drake's always been introspective. He's actually probably one of the artists that kind of really dived into being personal throughout his career. So this is what his 9th or 10th studio album. We as grown men, women, or whatever, I can just speak for myself. We felt like we wanted to hear more about his life and what he's going through, which is when you alluded to fatherhood, how situations he's been maneuvering in with his baby mums and whatever. And I'm not saying he has to tell us all his personal. Hold on, let me land. I'm not saying we need to hear all his personal bullshit. But what we want to hear is
1 or 2 songs.
a sense of growth and maturity within.
How many songs is on this album?
About 25.
Too many.
No, I think it's...
About 25.
Maybe?
It's about 20 or 25.
That's too many. Yeah. Like Drake, give me like a 14 track, a 12 to 40 track album, and just give me 2 tracks that just say
23.
Boom, 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 boom. Too many.
23, yeah.
Just give me 2 tracks that is like, this is what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
That's all. I don't need you to cater to me because I'm not your core audience.
No.
I understand.
But
that. Give me something that I can reach to and go, you know what, bro? Let me listen to Drake, because at the moment, I'm kind of going through something that Drake's going through.
Right.
Let me go and listen to that song. I can relate to that song because we're going through the same thing.
Yeah, but Drake does that, though. He does that on every album, especially towards the end. He's done that on his last few albums. He done it on Her Loss. He done it on Scorpion. He done it on Honestly Never... No, he didn't do it on Honestly Nevermind. He did it on Certified Lover Boy. But also, a lot of the people that are talking now, the older generation, you're saying you want to hear this and that, you want to hear more grown Drake. Drake is making music for the people that are going to buy tickets at the end of the day.
And that's fine.
So it's like, we can't...
I will buy tickets. I'll go to Drake. I went to Drake
though,
last, what was it, 2 years ago? I went to Drake. See Drake
I'm saying,
live.
though, it's like, you also got to put yourself in the mindset. It's like, Drake is going to make music that he's going to enjoy making. At the same time, he's gonna make music that he's gonna enjoy playing at shows where he's gonna see thousands of fans bopping, mosh pits, whatever.
That's cool, but at the end of the day, there's a point in time now where let's keep it at 100. Drake doesn't need to make any more albums. He doesn't need to make any more music. He's solidified as an artist. His music is going to reign on supreme throughout the years to come. Mm-hmm. So it's not like he's relying on an album for him to do anything. He's Drake. When you break down who listens to his music, the demographic of people that listen to his type of music, and then the music that has actually also grown up with him, because we got Drake. Drake's been around 15 years plus now. So it's like, so he has entered the music space, at a certain point where we were still outside doing our thing. So to a degree, we've grown up with him. Even when you think about this as well, the people who know Drake now, a lot of them not even big Drake fans. They're NBA Youngboy fans, they're Little Yachty fans, they're more even... Drake is actually kicking on a little bit now still. So it's like he's in that middle ground place where, cool, I get it. Drake is somebody who clearly caters to everybody. He'll come to the UK, he'll fuck with a couple of Donnies over here, he'll go Toronto, he'll go Jamaica, he does his thing. Drake is not, what do you call it? He's multifaceted. Is that the word, right? Yeah. So I'm not wronging him for that. And
No.
And I'm not begrudging him for what he's doing to this day. I just feel like he could have done more with what's going on in his life and given us more of a inside look to how he's feeling at this time, because obviously he had the album with 21 Savage, which was a great album.
Yep.
And then this, and again, when you listen to this new Drake album, he's turning up on there. But again, I just, because Drake doesn't give a shit about what Morgan Heights feels about his album. I'm not his core audience. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I still fuck with Drake. So these are my opinions based on what I want to hear, and that's the bottom line. Moving on from that, we heard what Joe Budden said on the podcast. Yeah. And did you see the response that Drake gave?
Yeah. I think it's a very warranted response.
Okay, let me read it. Okay, so Champagne Puppy said, Joe Budden, you have failed at music. You left it behind to do what you are doing in this clip, because this is what actually pays your bills.
Okay, facts.
For any artist watching this, just remember, you are watching a failure give their opinion on his idea of a recipe for success. A quitter. Give their opinion on how to achieve longevity. You switch careers because the things that pop into your brain had you broke, living check by check, and the raps you write had 450 men showing up to your shows in dusty, Iniche jeans to screw up their face to Mood Music. 29 and pretend you are the GOAT. Please, to any artist doing this, that's doing what they feel is right, don't let these opinions affect your mindset after the fact. This guy is the poster child for frustration and surrendering. You retired and we never hung up your jersey. We don't even remember your number. We know you for this. You withdrew from rap, not because you accomplished all you need. It was cause it wasn't working for you. I never want anybody in this generation to think that everybody's entitled to their opinion is a real thing. This is a man projecting his own self-hate, and the fact that I did and continue to do everything he wanted to do for himself. If you need to put in simpler terms, I own a 767. He owns a modest house in the 973s and flies first class on special occasions. Now, I know for a fact that Drake's reply has PR substance. I feel like Drake knows what he's doing once he puts out something like this. Right. Two, I also believe he really means what he says when he says this. Yeah. Because him and Joe Budden have had back and forths, and he feels some type of way. Yeah. When I listen to what Joe Budden said on a podcast, I don't actually disagree with what he said. That's the thing. What? I think what happens with Joe is he's very animated in his critique.
And aggressive with his delivery.
With his delivery.
Did you not watch the full pod?
Yeah.
Yeah, listen. I
So
always
that the clip was actually taken out of context.
Right,
agree.
but this...
So for majority of the pod, he actually spent it bigging up Drake.
Yeah.
Right.
But that clip that has come out has now portrayed him as if he's dissing Drake.
Or he's
and
hating,
obviously
or he's
Drake's
hating.
caught wind of that and he's thinking, wow, why is my man dissing me?
Right,
But-
but again, why don't you have people around you just before you pull the
Yeah.
trigger on the gun, go, hold on a minute, is that the whole thing?
Yeah.
Nah, here's the whole thing. But it felt like he's been wanting to say this for a long time.
Yeah.
Drake, you are the biggest hip hop star in this thing. You can't please everybody.
But and this is a thing.
Some constructive criticism is always going to come your way.
And this is the thing, Drizzy, and this is why I didn't want you to mention the big homie, because this is not big homie energy. Big homie don't even mention, man. Big homie is not going to get on the IG and talk about anything, bro. He's not.
Right, but it's just like, Drake, man, you're a dope artist. Like, on the way down there, I was like, what's my favorite Drake song? What's Behavior always just pops out like that. But I'm
Yeah.
like, what's my favorite Drake song? I don't know. But I could probably name you 20
Yeah.
fire ones.
Yeah.
But you have to expect there's gonna be some constructive criticism to come your way.
Absolutely.
I've got a
Everything you
question.
drop can't hit.
I've got a question.
Go for it.
Question?
If Future drops an album on Friday,
Yeah.
what would you want? What do you want to hear from Future?
I bet you about the what?
I don't know, because it's been a while. When's Future last album? I feel like it's been like was it 2 years, maybe 2.5 years?
But what are you getting at, Jay?
The one where he's pulling up, he's in the back
Yeah.
of the thing. Yeah, what was that, like 2 years ago?
It's kind of like I Never Loved You or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but what are you getting at?
No, I'm asking a question. What are you expecting to hear from
Future.
Future?
I'm
want-
just saying.
Or what do you want to hear from Future?
I
Future.
want to hear the meme. I want to hear the meme Don talking
Right,
shit.
so but Zach, so why is it that Future at 40 years old isn't said, oh, we want to hear your
not-
growth,
he's
we want to
not a rapper.
hear
Okay.
about your
You know
father?
why?
But why is it Drake,
Yeah.
who's new to being a father, hasn't really experienced much of fatherhood? Remember, his son's probably only 5, 6 years old?
yeah.
So he's still
That's not new father. That's not new fatherhood.
that technically is, man.
not.
Because
Let him land.
it's still fresh.
It's not.
It
Let
is,
him
man.
land.
Come on. Especially when you think
Yeah,
about the COVID years in between that as
He's
well.
asking a question. Let him land. Get.
Yeah, so it's like, why are we expecting more from Drake? But Future, who's 40 years old,
Yeah.
has multiple kids. We're not expecting to hear about how fatherhood is from Future.
Okay.
Or we don't want to hear what fatherhood is from
Okay.
Future.
Real quick, because Future never hid that he has multiple kids, and two, one of Future's most famous baby mothers is Miss Sierra, and he's said on multiple times, he's even took digs at the guy who's playing stepfather to his child on a couple of records. So I'm cool with that. But Future is not putting out the amount of content Drake is putting out. That's where it really lies. Her Loss with 21 came out last year. I don't think it's been a full calendar year yet.
It has. It came out autumn
Yeah,
last
but,
year.
yeah, but
Okay, but we getting another Drake album in 2023?
Yeah, but Drizzy, are we? No one listens to Future about introspective shit, bruv.
No, but he has given us some introspective shit.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
but
thank you.
Yeah, but we don't listen. But that's not. We don't. I'm not listen. I've never listened to Future going. I wonder if because he's not that type of artist.
Okay, fair enough.
In my opinion.
Okay.
Where Drizzy is that type. Drizzy was the first man to say he's checking bitches' phones to see Wagwan in the phones and that.
But then Drake has
So
given us
that's-
introspective things on multiple occasions.
Okay.
Which is why we have.
But it's like-
which is why we have an expectation.
Right. So
But,
Drake
but why,
has given...
but why do we think it should be that he's talking about fatherhood already?
No, I was giving fatherhood as just an example. He could talk
No,
about...
I get that. But
He
it's
could
like,
talk about how I've had many famous situations with other females, but I'm still out here looking for love.
There's rappers.
So you want to hear growth from Drake, but not from Future?
No,
Yes,
but I've heard,
yes.
But the thing is, I've heard it from
There's your
Future
answer.
though.
Yes, I want to hear
I've
growth.
heard
of-
Future give me some growth, but Future has always set himself as the I'm going to give you the turn up
Yeah,
shit.
but what? Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But that we can't. It's not the same. It's not. You're not. I personally, I feel like I can speak for the both of us. We're not going to sit down with a Future album and go, okay, I'm going to listen to bar for bar how he feels about him pushing the pushchair down the road going to McDonald's with his son. Drake is going to talk about certain introspective things that's going on in his life because that's who we've been brought up
You know
listening to
what I
him
think.
about.
You know what I think the fork in the road hit with Drake. Yeah, remember Once Upon a Time, and I don't agree with this, but Once Upon a Time, a lot of people was dissing Drake for the type of records he was making because it was appealing to the gal them.
Yeah, which is fine.
And he was getting hammered about that all the time, and it's like, yo, if you really listen to these records, Drake is spitting some game.
Yeah.
And if the women are feeling it, bro, and a woman comes to hang out with you and you're like, I'm going to put on that new Drake. Bro, that's half the battle won already.
Right.
And I feel like he kind of took that and it was aggressive criticism. And then he was like, all right, you know what? All right, I'm going to sprinkle albums of that every so often, but I'm going to come with this new. And I just feel like I get Drake's catering to the younger audience. I understand that. But if a younger audience didn't grow up listening to you and you're now trying to cater to them, they're going to be like, all right, yeah, cool, your shit's fire.
I think Drake's trying to cater for people more my age because Drake, I'd probably say that the start of Drake's career is when I'm probably starting to listen to music more.
Right.
Because Drake releases music from when I'm in the end of primary school to throughout my secondary years and then start my adulthood. So I think he's catering for my generation a lot more. I think he's catering for my age group.
Which is probably why he went to Kai Cenat instead of DJ Academics when his album came out.
Fair enough. Yeah, to tap into that audience.
To tap into that audience.
Yeah.
But Drake...
And obviously, doing stuff with 21 as well. 21 is someone, again, who's going to cater to my audience, going to cater to Kai Cenat's age group as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it kind of makes sense as well. And when Kai Cenat is jumping on stream, if Kai Cenat is getting 21 Savage on his streams, he's getting a Rich Paul, he's getting all these guys. Drake's
Offset,
Drake's going to be like, these are all guys who are connected to Drake in some way. These are guys who Drake has essentially given a path to.
I understand Dre's whole ethos in how he's rolled out this album. I get it. I don't think even Drake should care about how we feel about it. Yes, a real artist does what he wants to do.
No,
and puts out the shit that he wants to do. But as you said, you're going to get feedback with regardless because you're a public figure and your album is going to be received from different types of people who's not only just now got into you, but has been listening to you for 10 years plus, which is us. And the rap shit that he does, he puts himself in that ilk. He puts himself. You heard J. Cole say, "Look, it's you and me and Kendrick Lamar in this shit." Which is why I hate the conversation when Hove comes. Hove is on his own. It's the same with them. Again, they're comparing Michael Jackson now because obviously hit records with Drake is catching up. But I don't even think that should be.
I don't even think he's catching up anymore.
But it's not a comparison.
Why is it not?
Michael Jackson is no one like Michael Jackson ever. No one's ever gonna be like Michael Jackson.
If Drake is the only person to get this close and is going to surpass him,
that's cool. It's cool. People throw their bra on stage at Drake concerts. Michael Jackson had ambulances on deck to cart people in and out of the concert when he was alive. Let's not do that.
Do you know one thing I hate as well? I hate how we look at nostalgia sometimes because it's like we talk about Michael Jackson so much here, but let's be real.
Because he's Michael Jackson.
No, but let's move on from Michael Jackson.
No, we're not. We can't.
We have to.
No, we don't.
We should.
We can't.
But anyway, to break this stalemate, all I'm gonna say is Drake. I'm happy that you're taking a break. I'm happy that you're taking a break from music. He said he's going to take a break. I'm happy that you're going to take a break.
Okay.
And my only disappointment, I have not heard the album, so I've been very careful with my critique on the album because I've not heard the album yet. And considering everything that's going on about the album, but it's not about the album, it's kind of put me off of listening to the album right now.
Yeah, I hear you.
But what I will say is, Drake, is I was just... You're Drake. You're the boy. You're the sixth god. You're Champagne Pappy. You're all that shit. I was disappointed in your response to Joe Budden.
I was disappointed when he started
and that last line...
I was disappointed when he started painting his nails.
When you said about I've got a 767 or something like that, and you leave... I was like, bro, we're not talking about whose pocket's bigger than who. I just felt like... I was just disappointed. I was just disappointed. He's
painting his
Drake
nails.
I know, I see that. And he's got the things in his hair. I was just disappointed he responded like that.
That ain't my rapper.
He could have taken that criticism and go, all right, I'm going on a little break.
But what does him painting his nose mean? I don't get it.
We don't know.
Because Dwayne Wade does it.
We don't know.
Bruv, Dwayne, I don't care.
Like, what does Drake painting his nails?
When are you gonna start painting your nails?
Painting
When are you gonna
nails.
start painting your nails?
I don't want to paint my nails
Why not?
because it's not something I cater to. It's not something I want to do.
Why don't you want
It's
to
not
do it?
something I'm interested in doing. I
Okay.
do things that I'm interested in and things that
Okay.
bring me money.
Is this okay? So if painting your nails is bringing you money, would you paint your nails?
Yeah, why not?
Cool.
Okay.
Then you get-
I'm just trying to find out
then
why.
then you get a bun up when you come to the Fast Food Podcast.
That's fine.
I'm just trying to work out why
That's fine.
that painting, because the painting the nails thing always used to be black paint, and it always used to be related to goth people that in that goth scene,
or the rock stars.
the rock stars and stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's fine.
yeah.
But it's nice.
So let's say for example, I have a daughter.
Yeah.
and let's say
what we doing?
Wait,
No,
wait,
no,
wait. Like,
no.
Yeah.
Let's say my daughter's, I don't know, 10, 11, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes we're bonding and it might just help her out. It might make her day just by painting my nails here and there, yeah? Or it's something she's practicing to do if she wants to become a business or whatnot.
Yeah.
What, am I still going to get a bun up?
No, why are you moving the goalposts?
I'm not moving the goalposts.
You are.
I'm not.
Because how is a man painting his nails just for the sake of it a comparison to your daughter, your flesh and blood, and saying, Daddy, bruv, I see The Rock all the time. The Rock is like a wall with graffiti on it.
If
If a man wants to paint his nose, it's not my business.
Hold on, wait.
No,
wait.
that's his business.
Hold on, wait.
Essentially,
okay.
that's his business.
If we're
We're just pointing it out.
if we're podding, say we're podding, but men are not supposed to paint their nails.
The Fast Food Podcast.
Fast